definitely was a couple years. I was like, yo, this I could pinpoint like the era where I kind of stopped playing games.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I was like doing a lot of shit like with music and, just going out partying and shit every night. I was like, yo, I was really not playing no games. Like, if y'all think I don't play games now, like, if y'all would have known me back then, I would have like, yo, you don't play shit.
I mean, if you've been paying attention to Discord, and I know Erica has, there were a couple years where I was just out there being a hoe. So it was not a lot of gaming going on these years.
I don't think you had time, to be honest.
No, not that much. Yeah,
you were busy.
Yeah,
you're getting busy, shall we say?
You guys want to start with that list stuff?
Yeah, I think we're gonna go with that first. I was trying to wait for like more people to come in, but we'll get their list as they come in. We'll just do something like that.
Yeah, that'll work.
All right.
All right. So we live, episode 113 of the Press Start podcast. The panel was looking a little light right now, but we got some people that's going to be coming in late, some stragglers. It is your boy Hostmate again for another week. The best Press Start podcast host ever. Kofi, he might be showing up a little bit later today. And Alex, he's going to be showing up a little bit later too. Jack Move, he's having internet problems, so he might be showing up, but most likely not. He most likely will not be showing up. His internet is tripping right now. So as of right now, you got us three, and we'll let you guys do your intro. Erica, say what up to the people.
Yeah, what's up, guys? This is like the lightest we've ever been, I think.
Oh, definitely the lightest.
Yeah, but we got to hold it down. So I'm ready. Let's get into it.
That's right. The show must go on. The people, they want a show. We got to give them something. And shout out to my guy, my brother Meds, for pulling up on us. You want to say what up to the people?
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm so happy to be here tonight. If y'all don't know me, I'm Meds, martial arts expert extraordinaire, and also the leader of the Press Start Discord. I always get it popping in there. So join the Discord and join the fun.
Yo, you took over the Discord over there?
Facts.
I ain't been in the Discord in a minute, but they made that that not safe for work channel or whatever you call it. I'll be dipping my eyes up in there a little bit. You know what I mean? I had to see what's going on over there. But it's pretty lit. So he said PSP layoffs. we're going through a hard time right now. I asked for minimum wage once, and Kofi started cutting motherfuckers. I was like, "Damn, Kofi! Like, raise the minimum wage, please." But as you guys can see, the title of the episode is 15 Years of Game of the Year. I don't know if you guys have been familiar on Twitter. There was a hashtag going around where basically you start from 2004 all the way up to 2018. You can extend it either way you like, but as of what the original setting was, it was 15 years of Game of the Year. You just go through the years and you pick what game was your Game of the Year for that year. So I thought it would be a fun idea to bring this to the podcast and get some of the panels Game of the Years for those years. Like I said, starting from 2004 all the way to 2018. If y'all want to extend it to 2019, like what's your Game of the Year for this year so far, that's fine. I even had to look up, some of these years because I was like, damn, what was I playing? Yeah. Like 2004, 2005 and stuff like that. I had to think. But once I looked at like a Metacritic list and I saw like what was some of the top games that year, I was like, oh, it's easy. It was easy for me to, go through that list and pick. So does anybody want to start first? Like, is anybody anxious to go?
Are we going, like, you want us to say the whole list or do you want to just go around?
Oh, you want to just go like by year?
I don't know. It's whatever you
want to go
do.
by year and then us three say it that year?
Yeah. Okay. I like
Let's
that
do it
idea.
that way. Let's do it that
I like
way.
that idea.
That might be more interesting.
Yeah, because then we can kind of debate the year a little bit. All right. So let's do that. All right. So starting with 2004. What did you guys have as your Game of the Year, Erica? Go first. I want to hear it.
I actually have nothing for 2004 and 2005 because, like Meds, I was busy in a different way. That was kind of the years, and I've talked about this before, where I just wasn't really gaming like that. If I did game, it was old games. So I was playing like my N64 and GameCube. So yeah, like old games. So I have nothing for 04 and 05. So you guys can
I'm disappointed in you, Erica. Damn.
I gotta be honest. I was busy.
Oh man, Meds, you too? What you got for 2004, bro?
Dude, I got something. I got Pokemon Leaf Green Fire Red.
Oh,
My choice.
Okay.
I mean, listen, it's the remake of Red and Blue, the game that started it all. And honestly, I learned how to speak English playing Pokemon Blue, so it's something that means a lot to me. So yeah, definitely Leaf Green Fire Red.
I ain't mad at that. Pokemon was kind of one of the first games. Like Pokemon Yellow was kind of one of the first games I played. I wouldn't say like on my own, but growing up with 7 siblings, you kind of don't get a lot of your own time when it comes to playing video games. You got to like share with your brothers and sisters and stuff like that. But that year when Pokemon Yellow came out, I got my Game Boy Color, and that was like my first kind of handheld / system that I had that was just mine. So Pokemon definitely has a special place in my heart. But for me, 2004, like my man DrewTube316 said, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, no contest, was my game of the year that year. That's another game that kind of holds a special place in my heart. I remember raking leaves, getting enough money. And that was back when they sold games to minors that was rated M. They didn't give a fuck. They didn't care. You didn't need a parent, a permission slip, nothing. Like I walked in the game, it was EB Games back then. Walked into EB Games, picked up Grand Theft Auto San Andreas with my brother, went home, and we played that game all day, every day. Went to the library, got cheat codes. I don't even remember like much of the story, because I just remember a lot of it was putting in cheat codes and like terrorizing the city. Just having a great time with Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Oh, Alex has joined us.
There you go. Alex, 04 game of the year, bro.
Do your intro first. Say what up to the people.
Everybody, Alex here. Do I sound okay?
Yeah.
Sound
okay.
good.
So I like to check my mic. Sorry, it's been a hell of a week. So I actually posted my list to Twitter.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of crybaby Sony ponies in my mentions.
Oh God!
Not enough Sony games, Sony
enough,
baby.
Apparently,
Not enough
I did not have enough Sony games, if you want to call them games, in my list. 2004. Everyone on this panel is no longer allowed to talk about video games, because the only game 2004 you should have there is Half-Life 2.
Ah!
I thought that was 05.
That's 04.
Yeah, I seen Half-Life.
So,
I was 13 and poor, bro. I'm sorry.
Not putting Half-Life 2 is a big problem, because you don't play video games then.
I gotta play this Half-Life 2 though, bro. One day I'm gonna get to it.
I was a child, okay? I didn't have money to buy these games or a PC that could run it.
Facts. You heard me. I was raking leaves just to get San Andreas. Like,
bro, all I had in 04 was a Game Boy, okay?
Yeah.
So everybody was like, why did you pick Uncharted? What happened? Why not God of War? We'll get to that.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they even asked you. Like, we should know by now,
Yeah, they were like, your list sucks. Why didn't you add this game? Because it's my fucking list, motherfucker. Make your own.
Spoiler alert, I don't have a single Sony game on my list. So.
Wow. Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. Yeah. And I did play them. I love a lot of Sony games, but no, they're not on my list. No.
Damn.
They're just not game of the year caliber games.
Y'all tripping.
I just don't let me in with Alex.
disrespectful.
Don't let me in with. I don't agree with that.
Okay.
Infamous 2 almost made my list. And also, what was the other one? You know what? That was it.
All right, let's move on to 2005. Okay, because I feel like it's gonna be some heated discussions going on. Let's go 2005. Alex, since you went last on that one, I want you to go first for 2005. Let us know what your game of the year was for that year.
Sorry, I was chewing ice. The game that no one on this panel has ever played, or anyone in this chat has ever played, but has the best AI in any game, period, and that is Fear.
I definitely played Fear.
That was a good game.
It is one of the best games of FPS games ever made. So
that ended up coming on the 360, right?
We are back to back. Yes. So
Yeah,
Half-Life 2 and Fear, 2 of the greatest games of all time.
Wow. Okay. Meds, what you have for 2005, brother?
On Twitter, I put Need for Speed Most Wanted. However, I need to amend my list because for some reason I forgot a very important game.
Okay.
And that game is definitely, I don't understand how I put Need for Speed here, but it's Resident Evil 4.
Okay, I was about to say, what you gonna say? Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, Resident Evil 4. I beat that game like maybe 20 times. It hasn't aged well. If you play it today, it's not going to feel that great as it did back in 05, but an amazing game for the time.
I don't know if this is a hot take, but Resident Evil 4 is best played on the Nintendo Wii with the motion control.
That is
a lot of people agree with you.
Okay, yeah. I was about to, because I ain't going front. The first time I played, or actually, first time I beat Resident Evil 4 was on the Wii at my job, because one of the individuals I help take care of, he has a Wii and he loves playing like scary games. And I'm like, oh, that's right up my alley. Let me try Resident Evil 4 on the Wii. Had a fucking blast playing Resident Evil 4 on the Wii. That shit was fun as hell. So Med says Resident Evil 4. Erica, what you got for 2000? Oh wait, you don't play no games.
Oh, come on.
Listen, the chat's already giving me enough heat. Get back to me in 2006.
Well, look at Erica taking a two-year sabbatical. She's like,
out on my own. I was trying to find who I was. All right, give me a break.
She was too busy DJing.
Yeah, I actually was. Yeah.
Erica was in the club like, fuck them nerds. We'll play no games. 2005 for me, I have here God of War. The first God of War that came out. What? Like,
that's a good choice. I think it's a good choice.
It's a great choice because God of War, I remember when God of War came out that year, that was like the time when, YouTube, of course, wasn't around. You had to go off magazines, the classic way of figuring out what a game was about, looking at fucking game cases and looking at the back just to see if you're interested in the game and stuff like that. And I remember taking the leap. I was like, okay, God of War, this game looks kind of dope. Like this dude with these two chains on his arm, the blades. I'm like, let me check this out. And you know what the fucked up thing is? A story about God of War is that I remember borrowing a game from my friend when God of War came out. And I remember trading in that game. And I used that money to buy God of War. I ain't gonna say no names because he gonna kill me. That's like my best friend now. But if he
ever sees this, he'll know.
Yeah, he don't really watch this podcast, so he ain't gonna know. But I let him borrow the game after I beat it. So, it was pretty much his after I got done with it. But God of War, the first one, amazing damn game. That was my 2005 game. Yeah.
Nice.
All right. So 2006, Erica, since you can actually join the conversation.
Wait, you didn't give never mind.
What?
Yeah, you did. Never mind.
Everybody went?
I thought Alex didn't go. He did.
No, I went first.
Yeah, he went first.
He
2006.
So 06 was when the Wii came out, and I was playing Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess. That game was amazing. I mean, at the time, it was one of my favorites. Now it's kind of down the list, but it was a great game. And I actually liked the controls and all of that. Like, I was feeling the Wii for a minute, and then we all know what happened later on, but that definitely was a good game. So, yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't Gears come out in 2006?
Mm-hmm.
I know. I knew that would come up. I played Gears, but I didn't beat it that year. I didn't beat it till like the next, I believe. Something like that. Yeah. We'll get to more Gears later, but yeah, that I didn't start strong on Xbox till like a couple more years. I didn't even have one. I didn't own one till 08. So yeah, it was an interesting time.
You was a late bloomer to the Xbox.
I was, yeah. It took me a while. I was poor. Let's not get it twisted.
We was all poor.
So that had a lot to do with it. Yeah.
That's what made these times kind of great, because you actually had to cherish the shit that you had, because you knew damn well you wasn't gonna get nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
If you had one game you bought, like, that's why I was so grateful when I got a job making a little $70 a week. I was able to buy like a new game almost every week and enough money for Doritos and Mountain Dew. But Meds, what you had on your list for 2006?
Gears of War.
Yeah.
I don't know how you could pick anything different, but it is what it is. Gears of War.
Oh, you just wait.
I thought you didn't play them until recently, though.
I mean,
it's
my game of the year retroactively.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that, Meds. I don't like that.
If we want to talk about, like, if we played it that year, then it's Resistance: Fall of Man.
Ooh, you stole mine. You stole mine. Because all right, the only reason why I don't want us to kind of do retroactive is because like I want us to kind of live in that year when we're picking these games. You know what I mean? I want us to, at that moment, even if it's a game that people might not even care about, it was still your game of the year at the time, something that you play, something you cherish, something you loved.
I hear you.
But for me, 2006, it was definitely Resistance Fall of Man. It was that weird time because what month did Gears come out? Was it like late that year?
In the fall.
I don't remember, honestly.
Yeah, I think it was late that year because I remember getting rid of my 360 to help pay for my PlayStation 3. So at that point, I never really got into Gears. I played it a little bit, and then I got rid of my 360 to get PS3 or whatever. And Resistance was pretty much holding PS3 down for a long ass time. And I really enjoyed the single player. I didn't know much about multiplayer at the time. Like Resistance was kind of like my first introduction to multiplayer on PS3. And I had a fucking great ass time playing Resistance Fall of Man on PS3. Put so many hours. And that's why like Resistance holds a special place in my heart. And that's why I would always care for them to make a new one, even if they reboot the franchise. Like, I think it's so underrated as a series, and Resistance Fall of Man was definitely my game of the year that year. So, Alex, what do you have for your game of the year 2006?
I like Princess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's fucking good. It's fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get into Gears until like later. Like I didn't get a 360 until like much later. So actually, I got a 360 the very next year.
Some people are putting in the chat Oblivion for 2006.
So Oblivion. After playing Morrowind, that's a negative. Because Morrowind is the best one.
I mean, the thing is that Elder Scrolls got less and less RPG the further it got along.
Yeah.
And it started with Oblivion. So a lot of like longtime fans didn't like Oblivion.
Why is it always? It always seems like when I get into a series, like the longtime fans fucking start hating it because that was the first Elder Scrolls game I played, and I actually liked Oblivion.
Which one, Oblivion?
Yeah, that was the first one I played on 360.
That's like one. That's like the beginning of like the downfall.
Yeah.
So if you want to get into like Elder Scrolls, play Morrowind, and you're gonna be like, fucking yeah. Like there's no quest markers. It's like you have to read a journal. And you're like, you got to make a left at this point. You're like, oh shit, fuck yeah.
I remember not knowing what the hell I was doing playing that game, but I did end up beating it. All right, so let's move on. 2007.
Great year.
Whoo!
One of the best years ever, really.
It really was. Like 2007 was. I was looking at 2007. It was clear cut what my game of the year was, but looking at that list of games, I'm like, damn, that was amazing. Meds, what you have for 2007?
This was hard. It came down to 3 games. Halo 3.
Yeah.
Call of Duty 4.
Yeah.
And BioShock.
Yeah.
I had to choose Call of Duty 4.
Really?
Yeah, because the campaign was incredible. At that time, I grew up really poor. It was the first time I had a really nice console to play really good-looking games, and it was the best looking thing I had ever seen. And also I played that multiplayer for a full year. I love that multiplayer. So yeah, definitely Call of Duty 4.
Erica, you sounded like you had some shot
heat?
going on. Yeah, like you wasn't feeling his Call of Duty 4 pick. What you had?
Well, don't get me wrong, Call of Duty 4 is pretty good, but that year was the year of Mario Galaxy. Let's be real. That was my favorite game of the year. I looked through the list. I wanted to make sure because that came to my mind. I was like, maybe there's something else. But no, I think that really is the top. Because you guys know I don't really like Halo. And I wasn't even on Xbox till like the next year, mostly. And then I started with Gears. So
right.
Yeah, Mario Galaxy is awesome.
You was really digging the weed in, huh?
I was.
For sure.
Yes.
I was digging it so much. My first one got stolen. And I went and bought a second one instead of going to that Xbox, because my uncle, you guys know, he's a huge Xbox fan. He's like, you got to get the 360. But I said, nope, I'm going to get another Wii. So yeah, I was all about Nintendo and the Wii for a minute. It changed.
Shit. I just looked at some of the games that came out 2007, and I totally forgot God of War 2 came out.
No, that was 06. Oh wait, no, you're right. It was 07.
Yeah, it was 07.
I told you 07 was one of the best ever.
That is crazy. So we had God of War 2 was that year. Halo 3, Call of Duty 4, BioShock. I even had time on the Orange Box. And you know what's funny about the Orange Box, Alex? I think that came with Half-Life.
Yeah, it did.
And I never touched it. I never touched it. I played nothing but Team Fortress 2. I played nothing but Team
You never
Fortress
played
2.
the Portal?
Never played the Portal.
Sleeping.
I played nothing but Team Fortress 2 when I had the Orange Box.
So TF2 is still really good.
Yeah, that's like one of the most popular games still on PC.
Still.
Hey, J-Main, you're forgetting one of your favorite franchises ever.
What?
Crackdown. 2007. I just saw it on the list.
Crackdown did come out in 2007.
For you, or
No, it was a good game, but it definitely didn't touch Call of Duty 4 that year.
There's a lot of people saying Uncharted. Uncharted was good, but Uncharted 1 is the worst one. Let's be real. Come on. No.
I can't agree with that. I can't. I like Uncharted 1 better than Uncharted 3, actually. I don't know. I had a more, I don't know, it was just more of a shock, I guess, for me at the time when Uncharted like getting like to that point. And Uncharted with the supernatural element. And I just didn't get that feeling again for Uncharted 3. Uncharted 2, I mean, that has its own reasons for being better for me, but yeah, Uncharted 1 doesn't come close to some of these games on this list. Like I definitely put Call of Duty over Uncharted 1, God of War 2. What else is on here?
Crisis Core.
Oh, that came out for the PSP? Was that PSP, Crisis Core? Yeah.
2007 is legitimately one of the best years ever in gaming.
Yeah. I even like Ratchet and Clank Future Tools of Destruction that year. That game was lit. Alex, what you got for 2007? Is he there? Oh, no, he's muted.
yeah.
Yeah, he's muted.
He's in the bushes.
Okay. All right, so I guess we could move on. Any last words for 2007? Rock Band even came out that year.
Oh, yeah, Rock Band.
Guitar Hero 2.
Like a lot of that.
2007, it was such a great game, such a great year in gaming that all of us had different answers. So
yeah. That's what does that tell you?
it proves it. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, let's move on to 2008. 2008 was not as good as 2007 for me, but I actually struggled picking my game of the year for this year. And that was y'all gonna laugh at the two games I was battling between in 2008. But one of the games I was going up against for 2008 was GTA 4.
Okay.
And the second game that I was battling with picking was actually Little Big Planet.
I'm with you.
Really?
Little Big Planet
is slept on.
It is, man. You gotta talk to these people, man.
Even the one on Vita is fire.
Little Big Planet was so much fun for me. But I had to go with GTA 4 that year. Even though looking back on GTA 4, it probably was my least favorite one if we count from the PS2 era to now. But I had a great time with that multiplayer, playing with friends on GTA 4. So that's why it edged it out for me with 2008 as GTA 4 being my game of the year.
Was that like one of the first games you did play online?
What, GTA 4?
Or no, maybe Call of Duty 4 was maybe your first?
No.
That.
Well, Call of Duty 4 was definitely like one of the games I put the most time on. But like Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter, I was like one of the first few games. Resistance Fallout Man, like I was saying earlier, was one of the first few games.
Yeah, sure. I'm so late, and I didn't even play online till 08. So like in my mind, I was like, oh, is that your first time? Yeah, you guys were already like doing that, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
We got Alex back.
Oh
yeah, sorry.
2007, Alex, real quick.
Halo 3.
Great choice.
That's the only choice.
That's the only choice.
We all pick different games, Alex.
Get out of here.
It's the correct choice.
All right. So 2008, Erica, what you have?
You already know. Gears 2. That was when I finally got an Xbox. When I saw Gears of War 2 after already seeing the first one and kind of, not brushing it off, but I was just all about the Wii. I was like, yeah, I'll get an Xbox later. But no, when I saw Gears of War 2, I was like, I have to have this now.
Mm-hmm.
And I was able to get one. And yeah, that was awesome. That was like one of my first times playing online. So I have those memories. The campaign was great. Online was broken as hell, but I didn't really know. I just thought, okay, this is how it is. It's fun. I have a good time, so whatever. But yeah, I have so many memories with that game. It's what really kind of introduced me to like the Gears community and like YouTube, and it was just such a big part of my gaming history for sure.
Yeah, Gears, that was like around the time I was starting to get jealous of people with 360s, because I was like, yo, Gears, everybody was talking about Gears too, and I'm just like, yo, Uncharted is still good. Like, I would always try to compare Uncharted, but then Uncharted didn't have a multiplayer, so they was like, well, what the hell are you doing after playing that like short ass campaign? I'm like, getting the treasures and getting treasures and beating it again. Trying to do a console war shit. I'm like, well, I was low key jealous of the whole Gears of War shit going on. And I was like, yeah, that shit look good. I ain't gonna front. Meds, what'd you have for 2008?
I gotta preface my choice with saying that I never beat this game.
What?
This game was so good that the story to me didn't even matter. All I wanted to do was just live in this world. And that game is Fallout 3.
Oh,
Fallout 3, I have over 300 hours in.
God damn.
And I never beat it.
What?
I love that game. It's one of the best games I've ever played. I know Alex is probably, looking down on me negatively right now because I know it started the downfall of Fallout, but I love that game.
You never beat it after? Have you beaten it to this day? Like now?
To this day.
Wow.
I didn't care about the story. I just wanted to explore every inch of it.
Right.
Let's get it on GOG, dude.
Oh, I have it still. I don't want to go back to it. It looks terrible these days.
After putting 300 hours in something, like just to go back
I'm good.
Probably beat it. You're probably like, I'm good on that.
Yeah, I'm good.
At that point, you probably just watch like the cutscenes and shit like that if you really want to.
Yeah, I looked it up on YouTube. It's fine.
You experienced 300 hours. I probably did that with GTA San Andreas, actually. Like all the hours we put in those games, they didn't have like trackers back then, but I put a lot of fucking hours in GTA. Alex,
nobody here has gone to church.
Nobody's here has gone to church.
What church? What are we talking about?
Oh, he's gonna say Metal Gear Solid 4.
Yep.
Oh God,
I knew it. Yeah, I was supposed to say that.
Nobody here goes to church, huh?
No, that was like in my top 3 for that year. That's in my top 3.
Yeah, I love that game.
It's MGS4.
The best part of MGS4 was the online. If we keeping it 1,000, that MGO was lit.
And Alex, you're frauding because you're always talking shit about games being movies when MGS4 is a movie.
Get him, man.
Fried chicken, corn, all that shit. Watch
I'm
MGS.
not saying it's a bad movie. It's a great movie, but it's a movie.
Tell him, Ned. Tell him what's up.
Do I have to expose you right now?
Bro, we all played the game. What is there to expose?
Do I have to expose you right now?
Go ahead. You could try.
When I say games are movies,
oh God,
games like Uncharted, games like Last of Us, it's not because they have cutscenes. See, that's where pea-brain people like you come in. That's the first thing you think of.
Cease.
When I say games are movies, games like Uncharted especially, is because they have a director. And if you don't follow what the director wants you to do, then the game auto-kills you, especially in games like Uncharted 2 and Uncharted 3. You see, you are following whatever the director wants you to do. Therefore, you are physically playing a movie and not a video game. Having cutscenes doesn't make it a movie. Having cutscenes is telling a story. I have nothing wrong with cutscenes. However, I do have a problem when the gameplay is set through a director lens and you do not have control of the game itself. So, Meds, you can delete yourself now.
I mean, listen, bro, I like the game. I think it's a great game, but there's literally a 45-minute cutscene in it. And you know what? When you put the disc in your system, it makes you wait like an hour to install and makes you watch Snake smoke a cigarette for an hour. So you know what? the thing is a movie. I'm sorry, dude.
So when you play MGS4, how did you play it?
What do you mean?
With the controller? I don't.
No.
I don't
MGS4
understand
is actually designed to be played in separate chunks. You don't play it back to back in each episode. That's why people complain about the cutscenes in that game.
Wait, what? You just got finished saying that you don't like games with the director, which tells you what to do, and now you're telling us that we have to play a game in chunks in order to enjoy it the best. Literally telling us how to play the game.
Literally, when you play
A movie.
MGS4, you can do whatever you want inside of MGS4. You're not being directed in MGS4. Unlike in Uncharted 2, where, especially, let's take this for example, the 3 sniper towers in Uncharted 2 when you get to the monks area, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? Where
Yes.
they're sniping you from the 3 towers?
Yes.
There's 2 planks when you're crossing that ravine. There's a plank of wood on one side and then a broken plank on the left side. Right?
Mm-hmm.
When you go straight ahead on the plank that you're already on, the game will auto kill you. Because the game, as a director, wants you to do a specific thing at that moment, even though it's unneeded.
So what you're saying is that a game is too linear.
It's not linear. The problem is the game is specifically pushing you towards a path in the gameplay perspective. You are physically moving down whatever the director wants you to see. Unlike an MGS4, where the gameplay is separate from the actual FMVs.
I'm
So
pretty
what you
sure
got
MGS4 does that too.
It
I
does
only
not.
beat it once, but I'm pretty sure it does that.
Yeah,
You
I
can
only
check
did
out
it
my
once
streams
also.
on youtube.com/oh no it's Alex if you'd like
We
to
ain't
take
doing
a look.
that.
I feel like a lot of games do that though.
They do.
Which is the biggest problem with a lot of games right now, to be honest.
That's
They'd rather guide you down a directed path. So Gears does it in a very specific way. What they'll do is they will make you press like the Y button to make you focus on a specific thing they want you to see. Because it's very difficult for the person playing to experience something in that very moment of time and engine, which is why cutscenes I find are perfectly fine. What I don't like is when control is taken away from you as a player, and then you are forced to do something that you don't have to do or that you are getting auto-killed for. The train section, for example, that's why it's not really a difficult section. You're just timing yourself to what the director wants you to do and where to go. Uncharted is literally a straight line, more so than anything. The whole game is a straight line, when you think about it, worse than Final Fantasy 13.
You haven't played Red Dead Redemption yet, right, Alex?
The first one, yes.
First one, because I know the second one for sure. Like that's the complaint. It's not really open world. You don't really get your own to control it the way you want,
Right?
because it'll.
So
we're talking about a linear game, though. Uncharted is not an open world game.
So when I say things, when I say
MGS4
like
also linear.
when I say things like a game is a movie, it's not because the game has cutscenes. It's because the game is directing you through a specific set of path of actions that remove agency and control from you as the player directly in the gameplay moments.
Yo,
You're
Alex,
talking about linear games.
Alex, sir.
Yeah.
So is Super Mario Brothers a movie? Because you can literally only go to the right.
Again, you are pea-brained and you smoked too much today.
Sir, I haven't smoked in 3 days. And again, Mario literally only lets you go to the right. So I don't know what you're talking about, but great argument. That's nice. Yeah.
It's literally not even close to any sort of argument, Meds, and you know that.
I literally owned you, but it's okay because you're the master of deflecting and ducking and dodging. It's okay, and I respect that. I like that. That's why I fucks with you, Alex. But it's all good.
I will placate you for 2 seconds. You're talking about a 2D side-scrolling game that is literally designed to make you move to the right, mostly because it was an 8-bit game.
And you're talking
So
about
you're just
Uncharted, which
making
is a
excuses
linear
right
game,
now.
which directs you in a path.
Now you're trying to compare an 8-bit game to the 7th generation of games.
There's open world 8-bit games, dude.
And now at the same time, on top of that, you're taking an 8-bit game that is a literal side scroller that because you're forced to go in one direction, you're telling me that is a movie now.
Alex, Zelda was a non-linear game in 1987. It doesn't matter whether it's 8-bit or not.
Again,
I'm sorry, dude, but you're just wrong here.
Was your excuse Mario or was your excuse Zelda?
No, that's you heard what I said. I said what I said. I said what I said. You're claiming that the excuse is that it's 8-bit. So was The Legend of Zelda. That was an open world game.
Was Zelda really open world? It was a 16
Absolutely.
Come on, Alex.
We could just move on to 09.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go to 09. I'll have to smack your ass later. Don't
All right, 2009. Alex, what did you have there for 2009?
That's Dragon Age Origins.
Dragon Age Origins. Wow.
That's Dragon Age Origins.
Okay. What did you like about Dragon Age Origins?
It's one of the best RPGs made by BioWare in their heyday. What are you talking about? What I like about Dragon Age Origins? Are you crazy?
I ain't never played that bullshit. Dragon Age looked trash to me, but whatever floats your boat.
Hold on. You've never played it,
No.
but now you're calling it trash. Word?
Did I say looks or nah?
It's definitely outdated.
Okay.
So you don't. So you don't play actual games then? What you're telling me?
Bro, Dragon Age sucks
out
out.
of here. I play actual good games from 2009, not low tier games like Dragon Age Origins.
So what'd you play in 2009 then, buddy?
Oh, Uncharted 2? the goat of 2009, Uncharted 2. It's arguable. It's
also the best Uncharted game.
Facts, not even close. When
I
you combine
enjoyed it.
Are we just gonna go into like why I hate Uncharted?
It's not even
That's what
close.
we're gonna do.
No, we're not gonna go into why you hate
We got like
Uncharted.
9 more years to go.
Yeah, we
can't-
still got more years to go.
Yeah.
We don't want to hear about
That's
your
not
hate
what this podcast
Uncharted.
is.
We only want to hear about why Uncharted 2 multiplayer was fire. They
How
fucked it up with a
Uncharted
couple
only
updates.
falls under like 3
Uncharted
different
2 was the
things.
best Uncharted game they ever made, and they'll never make another one better.
It's
Period.
not hard to make a better
Oh.
game from a pile of shit, J-Man.
This man, Alex.
Hating. Erica, what was your 2009 game of the year? This man. I'm getting
Well,
blood
since I was
pressure.
on the Xbox heavy,
Uh-huh.
this is when Call of Duty was amazing. Modern Warfare 2.
Ooh.
Meds, what was that for? It's all- yes, maybe quality wise, or maybe there was something else better. I don't
Dragon
know.
Age
But that,
Origins.
no, but I put my most time into this game, besides Gears, of course. But I had so much fun with that online, and I was good at this game. I was amazing. So
Yeah, imagine Erica being good. Never mind. I ain't even gonna go there, Erica. I'm just,
That was
I
the
love Modern Warfare 2 too. That was my game.
I love that game.
It's a great game.
Meds, what you have for 2009?
I had the one and only true choice because this is a game that spawned an entire genre. And honestly, this is a kind of a negative, but it may or may not have spawned this games as a service thing because that game is Borderlands.
Ah,
Borderlands spawned an entire genre, changed the industry. You already know what it is. I don't have to say anything else. The game is no. I beat it again this year.
Mm-hmm.
I played it back then. I played it back then as well.
look at Alex trying to.
No. They came out with a remastered version, so I played it again. It's that good a game. I played it in 09.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
I
no,
mean,
hell of a year though. I ain't gonna front.
For
Oh, yeah.
online, multiplayer was great.
I love that game. It's a great game. 2 is better, but
I mean, Assassin's Creed 2 came out that year. Arkham Asylum came out that year. Killzone 2 came out. This is actually the year Sony actually, to me, started making a comeback last generation. In 2009. I think they had dropped Killzone. Did Infamous 2 come out in 2009 too? What was that?
no, Infamous 1 did.
Infamous 1 came out in 2009.
Mhm.
Yeah. So this is that year they started turning around. Oh God, Resident Evil 5 came out this year?
Ugh.
Oh, when the
No, that was 08.
Resident Evil 5? I think
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was 08.
You might be right. You might. Hold up.
I'm looking it up. Nah, you're right.
It was 09, right?
9.
Yeah.
9.
That's when the franchise started going to shit. All right. But yeah, Street Fighter 4 came out that year. Fantastic year.
Honorable mention: Arkham Asylum.
Yeah. I don't know if I played Arkham Asylum that year, though. I think I might have played it a different year. All right, moving on, though. Let's go to 2010. We still got fucking 7 more years to go.
Hell yeah.
Let's get to this. We spent an hour on this. 2010 for me was God of War 3. Still my favorite God of War game, including the new God of War. Fantastic game. Boss fights. Some of the best boss fights ever in gaming for me. God of War 3 was my 2010. No, not 2000. Yeah, 2010. My bad. Alex, what'd you have for 2010?
Halo Reach.
Ooh,
Ew.
you excited for that for that PC release then?
Halo Reach is one of the best Halo games that does not have the iconic Master Chief. Besides ODST, Reach did something that other games cannot do, and that is take a flagship series, make a fantastic game without the main character, and still provide excellent fucking gameplay throughout the Reach. So it's good.
Yeah. Erica?
2010, Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead. That was like probably one of the first games that I like really anticipated. I pre-ordered it. I got the poster, like everything for my time on the Xbox. Like that was one of the first that I was like really, really looking forward to it. And it was amazing. For the time, those graphics and the online was actually fun. I don't know how they ruined it in the second one. Like it was terrible in the second one. But back then, the first one was actually fun. So
I think a lot of it had to do
know.
with just the change of times. I think people like not really digging the way that online plays now. It kind of
yeah,
like
that could
maybe
be
if it
right.
was back then the same way as it is now, people would be okay with it. But I just think it's just a different time, a different era. People not messing with that.
Yeah, that
I
could
was
be it.
hating on Red Dead. Like I was not with the whole cowboy shit and the Western Rockstar. I'm like, what the fuck is Rockstar doing? Like they tripping.
You wanted GTA. Is that
Yeah,
right?
like GTA. Like that's how I was with Rockstar. Mez, did you go for 2010? I don't think you did.
Nah. Okay, so I just want it to be known and on record that Alex has a pea brain because my choice is Halo Reach. Halo Reach had amazing multiplayer and honestly had the most action-packed single player in the entire series. So yeah, Halo Reach.
How does this having the same game that year?
Y'all hear something?
Are you high?
Y'all hear something?
Are you high?
You guys
Y'all
have
hear
the
something?
same one. You have the same
It's
game
the
of the
same
year.
game.
There's some weird noise in the background. I don't know. Let's move on.
It's gonna be lit on PC when that game comes out, and I'm better than both of y'all.
It's the first one. Oh, first of all.
that game of the year list.
Oh, J-Main, you're using a controller. Stop it. Stop it.
Better than both
I'm gonna
of y'all.
smoke you, dude. Stop it.
Y'all just gonna be like, how's he doing this? What is going on? My keyboard, it must have dust in the
J-Main, me and Alex have played. Me and Alex have played many games together. We have played many games together. And you know what? This goes on in the PSP Discord where gaming happens. And let me tell you something, Chief. Never once have you popped up. So
I'm popping up.
you're not on this level. You're not even in the league. We don't shoot at the same baskets. So stop.
Damn.
Wait. Hold on a second. Wait. I need to stop you, Jamie.
It's gonna be lit. I'm coming through, and I'm gonna be better than all of you.
I need to know what drugs Meds is on because I need
all of them.
Because first he didn't even he straw man my first argument. Then the second time he's like, "You're a pea brain. We picked the same game, huh?" And then now we boys in the Discord playing games.
Alex, we don't play. Alex, we don't play games together. How many matches of Quake have we played together? Are you what? What?
I don't know what's happening right now.
Now I'm making things up, I guess. I don't know.
Alex don't claim you. That's what he's saying.
I mean, listen, other people in the Discord will definitely vouch. So I don't know what Alex is talking about.
I mean, all I saw was you at the bottom of the leaderboards.
Oh, sir. I have only been at the bottom of the leaderboard once in Quake. Okay. And most recent screenshots will prove you wrong, sir. But yeah, let's just move on.
Yeah, let's move on to 2011. Erica, what you have for 2011?
Gears 3. Surprise. I had Gears 3 in there. But I want to make an honorable mention for Skyrim. Because Skyrim was amazing. At the time, even though I did play Red Dead or whatever, but as far as like an RPG like that, I was so invested. And it was great. And it was funny because Kenny, he had it on the PS3 and it was terrible in there. Like the glitches and like the load times were crazy. And I was just on my Xbox, like enjoying it. And I was all team Xbox. But yeah, Gears 3 for sure is the top.
Okay. Alex, what you have for 2011?
That's going to be Deus Ex Human Revolution.
I am not surprised. I'm not surprised.
That game was supposed to be a gigantic fucking failure, and it became one of the most loved games by the fans of the series, just because of what it actually did and how it tied back to everything, and just the way that game was designed from being something that people were going to think that is completely garbage to being something that really pays homage to the original games and treats them with respect. That game is fucking unbelievable. And if you haven't played the Deus Ex series, you are really missing out on fantastic fucking gameplay.
I could literally pull up your list and it'd probably be like 75% of the games I never played. But hey,
You should play that game.
maybe. 2011, we talking Meds. What you have?
I know you guys are going to be surprised. Not you guys, but some people listening. But this game does exist. It didn't start at 3. My choice is The Witcher 2, Assassins of Kings.
Oh, wow.
Hell yeah, a fantastic game, an incredible game. Yeah, go play that. The series didn't start at Witcher 3, people. Go play that.
So you acknowledge that Witcher 3 took off as far as popularity goes.
Well, listen, some people never even played Witcher 2. Witcher 2 is an incredible game. Go play that.
Me being one of them. I beat The Witcher 3 too, but I'm not going back.
I tried to play Witcher 2. I dropped it. I think it was like free on Xbox Live or something, and I did try it.
Or something like that.
I think it was Xbox Games with Gold, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, I tried to play it. I maybe got 10, 15 minutes in and I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. But it wasn't that year, of course. This was like later on. So
yeah, you just being real. CD Projekt Red ain't glow up until Witcher 3 came out. We all know the truth.
That doesn't mean they weren't fire before, though.
They were all right. They weren't Little Big Planet 2 in 2011, which was my game of the year for 2011. Little Big Planet 2, the peak of Media Molecule. Little Big Planet 2 was a fantastic game that year. Yeah, I love what they did with the people, what they were able to do with creating levels and stuff like that. It wasn't just Little Big Planet levels. You can create your own games and stuff like that. And then I wasn't one to create, but I was always one to play people's creations. And I spent so many hours playing people's creations in Little Big Planet 2, playing with friends and stuff like that. I had a great time with that. But yeah, that's my 2011. 2012.
did we, Alex, or did he leave?
Yeah, he said Deus Ex.
He said Deus Ex. He went first. Yeah. 2012, I have NBA 2K13 on my list. I didn't play a lot of games in 2012. 2K was a default pretty much pick because I played that every damn year. I think last year was the first year I really didn't play 2K at all. So 2K13 was my pick for 2012. Would you have Erica?
I had The Walking Dead, Telltale Walking Dead. Yeah, I know. Nowadays, that would be like, what?
No, that's a good choice. That's a good choice.
Yeah, but back then, like that was, I think it was nominated too. Like it was just
IGN gave it Game of the Year.
Yeah, and it was just great. I that was when I first started streaming a little bit. So it was like one of the first games I streamed. And I was teary-eyed by the end of it. And yeah, it touched me. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was great. Better than the show. That's when I was starting to think the show's trash and all that.
Really?
Or maybe it was a little after that. By season 4, I was like, I'm out.
Yeah, season 4
yeah,
definitely.
I'm out of here.
Because 2012 sounded like it's early on, but I don't know.
Yeah. So I was probably still watching the show, so that's probably why I was more interested in the game. But yeah, it didn't take too long to know it was trash.
All right, Meds, what you have for 2000 and what year are we on?
2012. All right, I'm not going to talk too much about it. Nobody's going to agree with me. The chat's going to roast me. Halo 4.
Ooh, Halo 4.
Halo 4 was a great game. I will die on that hill gladly.
Yikes.
It wasn't bad. I actually did. That was the first Halo I purchased. It wasn't bad, but I could see why people don't like it. But you think it was Game of the Year. That's crazy.
I'll die on this hill. I don't care.
Now, you said that before. Meds definitely has said that he liked Halo 4, so this ain't nothing new. I've heard Meds say this. Alex, what'd you have?
For what year?
2012.
You're all a bunch of punks. It's Hotline Miami.
Hotline Miami.
That did come out
That's a great choice. That's a great choice.
Shit.
That is the only choice.
Oh, stop it.
Did you play it that year?
That game is
Fantastic game.
fire beyond any shadow of a doubt.
That's crazy though. That game came out in 2012. When did Hotline Miami 2 come out then?
I think 2 years later.
Oh, okay. So that's when I really heard about Hotline Miami, is when the second one came out. All right. And for the next 5 years, we're just gonna say our list because that's this generation. So everybody knows kind of how we feel about these games. From 2013 through 2018. If you want to add what your game of the year is for 2019 so far, feel free. I'll start. 2013, I got The Last of Us. 2014, I got Shadow of Mordor. I was so disappointed in the sequel, but we ain't gonna talk about that now. 2015, Bloodborne. 2016, Uncharted 4. 2017, Horizon Zero Dawn, and 2018, God of War. As of 2019 so far, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice would be my game of the year if the year ended today. Alex, what about you?
2013 is Antichamber. You guys are asleep on that game.
I'm asleep on half your list, dog. I ain't gonna front.
2014 is Shadow of Mordor. 2015 is Witcher 3. 2016 is motherfucking Doom.
Ew.
27.
Yeah, Erica, we're gonna need to. You need to stop.
Erica might need to stop.
I didn't think you would catch that. Go on.
We getting a divorce later? You got it. 2017 is Zelda Breath of the Wild. And 2018's game of the year is motherfucking Celeste.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, you didn't play God of War right there.
Any choice for 19 so far?
It's gonna be Sekiro.
Okay.
All right, Meds, what you got for from 2013 and beyond?
Okay, I'm gonna run through them quick. Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong list. God damn it. Skip me for now. I'm sorry.
All right, go ahead, Eric.
Okay, 2013, The Last of Us.
Right.
2014, Dragon Age Inquisition. Sorry, Alex.
That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one.
Sorry, Erica.
Let me see the list. 2015, Bloodborne. Yes, amazing.
Praise the moon.
Honorable mention for Ori there. 2016, Dark Souls 3. 2017, Neo. 2018, God of War. And this year, it's default year. Sekiro is definitely game of the year so far.
Default year. Wow. I can't believe you picked 2017.
Huh?
I can't believe you picked Neo for 2017.
Yeah, I go back and forth between games because there's so much that came out that year, but that's kind of like the safe answer. So,
Damn.
Yeah.
Not even Breath of the Wild, huh?
No, that might not even be top 3.
Wow. I mean, 2017 was a strong year.
It was.
To be fair.
Persona 5, I think, came out that year, right?
Yeah, I didn't play that till later though. Well, actually, I did start it in 2017. So yeah, there's Persona 5. There's Cuphead, Metroid Samus Returns. Like, there's so many great games that came out.
Definitely the best year of this generation. Nobody say 2020 might be able to compete, but that 2017.
What's up the sevens, right? Because we said that about 2007.
Yeah, 2007 was definitely the best year. Yeah.
2017. So I guess 2027 is like the next amazing year.
What came out in 1997?
What if I told you that Neo is really not good?
Oh man.
Wait, 1997 was fire too. Oh, we had GoldenEye, Final Fantasy 7, Parappa the Rapper.
Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah, I said that. I said that, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. You gotta say it twice though.
It's hard for me to pick because everyone's saying Persona 5. It's like, yes, I agree, game's amazing, but I didn't beat it till 2018, and that's when I was like, for sure, this game's awesome. So it's like I could really throw it in there.
All right, so that was Alex. Did you go? Oh no, Meds.
Okay, so again, my list is not going to be typical, but 2013, Pokemon X and Y. 2014, Shadow of Mordor. 2015, Destiny: The Taken King. And if you guys want to discount that because it's DLC, then I'm gonna have to say Shovel Knight. Okay. 2016, Doom. 2017, Cuphead. And 2018, The Messenger.
Good choice.
And then also, like, I don't want to pick it yet because honestly, I feel like the GOTY's going to come out later this year. But 2019 so far is Katana Zero.
Okay.
Mm.
What do
Other
you think?
good choice.
Death Stranding gonna be game of the year, right?
Nah.
What is it then? What is it going to be?
It's either going to be Doom Eternal for me, or it's going to be the game that I'm currently playing right now, Bloodstained.
Okay.
Ooh.
Doom Eternal, I can see that. I don't know about Bloodstained. I've been hearing some things about Bloodstained. I'm gonna
great.
pick it up on the Switch, but I've been hearing some things. All right, so that was wow. That took up an hour. That took up an hour of the show. Doing Game of the Year 2015. But I hope you guys enjoyed that in the chat. Don't forget to leave y'all's list either in the comments or in the live chat right now. Would love to see what you guys picked for your 15 years of Game of the Year. That was fun. That was fun.
Yeah, that was good.
Erica, do you have the list of Patreon questions at all at the
I
moment?
do. I gotta just find it.
Okay.
Let's start at the top. Hustle and motivate. Shout out to you. It says peace and love to the panel and the chat. Erica, I need that 1v1 in Gears 5 to see where my skills are. Hashtag, are you up for the challenge? Anytime, Hustle. You can get this work. No, I need to brush up on Gears. I've been wanting to play it lately.
Me too. I've been having the urge.
Especially leading up to Gears 5, we should like play Gears 4, I think.
I'm not downloading 137 gigs again.
I thought we were gonna go against Planet Xbox. I don't know what
No,
happened with
Kofi
that.
said Gears 5.
Oh,
You know what happened is that we didn't get no Gears 5 gameplay that we wanted to see at E3. They didn't announce no betas that we wanted to hear about. It's like, damn.
Yeah, I think it took the wind out of our sails a little bit, maybe.
Right.
Yeah. So that was it. That was the first.
Oh, he didn't have a question?
No, it was just peace and love to the panel.
Okay. You want to read another one then? We don't really have that many topics this week. That's why we did that top 15 and it's Patreon questions, guys. So
So next is Alex's boy Melon. He says, yo, when are Nintendo cucks like Baron gonna stop deep throating Joy-Cons and realize Nintendo is overrated trash? Oh wait, he like being the smartest mother effer with Down syndrome. Never mind. What? Griffin Gaming need to stick a 357 in his mouth and have a blast.
What did Griffin Gaming do? Hold on. Damn.
Oh, I think because he's coming at BG, maybe.
Oh, they was arguing over PlayStation censorship or some shit like that.
Yeah. Maybe it's because of that. I don't know. Shout out to Dreamcast bitch. I'm sorry, Dreamcast guy, for joining the other bums in the fraud side of gaming. EA, go blow yourself up with C4 with that loot boxes are surprise mechanics bullshit. So there you go.
That's actually a pretty good segue when it comes to EA and their explanation for loot boxes. They basically, EA has been under fire, of course, as we all know, for loot boxes and the pushback against Battlefront 2 and things that they're doing with FIFA and stuff like that with the Ultimate Team and things like that. So if I'm reading this correctly, I'll just read the statement that they had about loot boxes and how they categorize them now.
Come on.
It's so funny.
Bring it to Dad. Come on.
Okay. Is this the same? Hold on. Hold on. I lost the statement. Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. All right. So it's a few quotes here that I'll read. Kerry Hopkins, EA's VP of Legal and Government Affairs, insists that the company's randomized purchases aren't loot boxes, but rather surprise mechanics. In an oral evidence session with the UK Parliament Digital Culture, Media and Sports Committee, Hopkins compares the mechanics to surprise toys, which have been found around for years, whether it's Kinder Eggs or Hatchimals or LOL Surprise. They said they do agree with the UK Gambling Commission, the Australian Gambling Commission, and many other gambling commissions that they aren't gambling, and we also disagree that there's evidence that shows it leads to gambling. Instead, we think it's like many other products that people enjoy in a healthy way and like the element of surprise. So there you have it from EA. They don't consider them loot boxes, but rather surprise mechanics. Do you guys agree with what they're saying?
Fuck no.
Fuck no. I don't know. At this point, it's probably damage control. For what EA is saying, they're just trying to get around not calling them loot boxes anymore because loot boxes have a bad stench to them. But I mean, they just a few months ago, I think it was, they were calling them loot boxes with Star Wars, saying that Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order won't have loot boxes in it. So why not, call them surprise mechanics then? Like, what the hell is the point now?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously, it is some kind of damage control. It's just to clean up the mess, make it sound nice. Like, oh, surprise, you get this, you get that. But it's essentially gambling, right? I mean, you don't know what you're getting in these loot boxes. So I don't know. I don't really have much more of an opinion beyond that. It's EA. Nothing surprises me when it comes to EA.
Pretty
It really
much.
doesn't. Yeah.
The fact that they call
Alex,
fucking mechanics.
That term is fire. I don't care what nobody. I like that term, surprise mechanics. Like that term is fucking hilarious to me. Just start calling them surprise mechanics, because then it gives it like I don't know. It just makes it seem like it's part of the game rather than something that's on the side. Like it's a mechanic to the game. It's a surprise. I don't know.
They got you, J-Main. They got you.
They might have. I might buy. Actually, they don't have them in games no more. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I'm surprised Alex isn't going off right now.
I know.
I'm just in complete shock about all of this. Like the testicular fortitude to call it surprise mechanics. Like, how low can EA go in this entire thing? And then for people to still play EA games is boggling my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alex's blood is boiling.
Internally I'm screaming.
Surprise! You're broke. Surprise! You're homeless.
Yeah, that's
surprise! Your wife left you and took the kids.
That's a good point you bring up, Mads, because they say they haven't seen any evidence that shows it leads to, an addiction or things like that. Like, how many articles have we seen of people saying they spent all this money on fucking loot boxes and shit like that, or kids using up their parents' credit cards and buying up these fucking Ultimate Team things and stuff like that? Like, what are they talking about? Like, how is that healthy?
And the fact is that them saying that they don't see any evidence to this is a straight up bold-faced lie, because everything that they do in terms of loot boxes is this is a science. This is not coincidental. The noise that it makes when it opens, the visual, what you see on the screen when it opens, it's all designed to make you want to see it again. It's all designed to make you addicted to it and make you keep spending more money. And there's all science and research behind that. So the fact that they're saying that they don't see any evidence that it's straight up a lie.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good thing that video game loot boxes don't actually give you real money, because I might be fucking addicted to them. Like, I know myself when I go to the casino and I'm sitting there and I'm pulling that fucking fucking slot machine lever. Like, I know how addicting it can be when you fucking this close that you think to winning some money, and that you just want to keep going because you think you're almost there of getting that pack. It's a good thing that when it comes to video games that I don't see anything that the fucking loot boxes can offer me as much of an advantage. Like, I'm more, whatever you do on your controller is, the core skills is what's going to get you the furthest, rather than fucking trying to buy your way to a victory. So yeah, they can miss me with that bullshit.
Yeah, like, imagine if they gave you money to go to PSN or Xbox Live or something like that. You'd be trying to win money because then you could get games or whatever else.
Exactly.
God. I'm glad that's not
right. So that's the bullshit EA was talking about. Before we move on, I do want to acknowledge, I meant to do this at the beginning of the podcast, but there were a couple of deaths in the gaming community. It's from Blue Point Games, the co-founder. He passed away. Andrew O'Neill, co-founder of Blue Point Games, passed away recently. So definitely want to send our condolences, thoughts and prayers to his family, to the team over at Blue Point. We all know Blue Point Games from, a lot of their remasters and remakes that they made, most popular like Shadow of the Colossus and stuff like that. So definitely appreciate the work that they do, and want to send out our condolences to to them over there and to that family. Also, there was a lead producer at Guerrilla Games, Patrick Munich. I might be butchering his name. Apologize if I do, but he also did pass away as well. Lead producer on games like Killzone Shadowfall, Horizon Zero Dawn, some of our favorites this generation. So definitely want to extend a rest in peace and the condolences to both of those guys in the gaming community.
Yep,
Indeed.
for sure.
All right. Erica, you want to read some more Patreon questions?
Let's do this. Okay, Melon. Okay, Spencer says, what is one gaming gimmick you would bring back? For example, mine would be Monster Rancher's disc gimmick from the first PlayStation console, where to get a monster, you would put in a different disc. Huh, I didn't even know about that.
I don't know about that one.
So gaming gimmick you would bring back. I don't know. Something like that? I can't even think of anything.
The Nemesis system.
That's
Is that like a gimmick?
I don't want to call it a gimmick, but the fact that it's only been used once by one team, I guess it's I don't know.
Maybe.
What did Sega Dreamcast have, like the visual memory cards or something like that?
Facts. It was like a little Game Boy.
Yeah, you could take it on the go, and then when you attach it back to the was it the controller? I think it went into it could affect the game and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought the Nemesis system was going to catch on, though. I think I had said that in another.
Mm-hmm.
It was a cool ass feature.
It was.
I can't think of anything.
No. Honestly, the thing is with gimmicks, they're gimmicks for a reason. They don't work, and honestly, most of the time, you don't want to see them again.
Yeah.
Somebody said motion controls in the comments.
That's what I was going to say next. Is like actual implementation of proper motion controls, and not like fucking waggle. Like actually adding like motion controls to controllers, because when you add gyro, it's a whole other world. Like you get almost mouse control in a controller. You people really need to understand that motion controls are good.
I think at this point, those controls are reserved for like VR games.
Not at all, dude. Like on my Steam controller that has gyro, and when I'm playing FPS games, that's how I play it, and it's awesome.
Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see it. I mean, I think
People swear
Nintendo
by
still
it.
does it, right? Nintendo still does it.
Yeah, you could do it in Splatoon, Fortnite. Yeah.
Like Splatoon, that's the way to play that game. It's gyro.
Yeah.
That's what I'm told.
Actually, that was when I played the first Splatoon. That was actually the first way I played it, and that turned me off because I was like, I didn't give a fuck about motion controls at the time, but not realizing that was probably the best way to freaking play that game.
Yeah.
Any other gimmicks? No.
I like putting if they bring back like putting a disc into a CD player to get the soundtrack.
Facts.
Cool. I would like that.
Yeah, I don't think that's coming back though.
No,
in this digital era.
There was one gimmick I really, really liked that I think they only did it with one game, but personally, I'm a fan of trading card games. Like I was super huge into Magic the Gathering and Yu-Gi-Oh back in the day. Yeah. And early in the PS3 era, they had a game called Eye of Judgment where like the camera would read the card and you would see the card animate on the TV. And that was really cool. I like that. That could come back.
Right. That's almost like augmented reality too.
Mm-hmm.
I had that game too. I remember being so hyped when I got that game because I'm like, yo, I was trying to show my family. I'm like, yo, wait, I'm gonna put the card down. It's gonna pop up on the screen. Like you can see the monster pop up on the screen and stuff like that. But it ended up being a waste of damn money. I played it for like that one weekend and then never played it again. But yeah, that was a cool little feature.
All right. Next one, or you want to? Okay. Sofa Spy, shout out to Sofa. He says, not sure if you want to talk about politics, but what are your thoughts on the fake outrage that is currently going on with Cyberpunk in regards to people calling the game racist and transphobic? TLDR, I personally don't see a problem, especially since the creator of Cyberpunk is Black, and Cyberpunk is about upgrading your body, even your gender.
Right. This was actually one of the topics we had in on the list. So I was reading up on it a little bit. I don't know too much about it, but I know there was a backlash because people got to see, I think, behind closed doors demos of the new Cyberpunk gameplay. And people had complaints about being like uncomfortable with shooting at predominantly black people, and I think they were labeled as animals. One of the groups in the game is labeled as animals, and I think another group is labeled as voodoo boys. I think it was voodoo boys in the game. I do have a couple quotes from the creator, I believe. Is it what's his name? Mike Pondsmith. Sorry, guys. Mike Pondsmith, the creator. He basically responded because people started asking him, like, they didn't think he was still heavily involved with this because of what was going on with this, but he said he basically was still involved with Cyberpunk 2077, and that he says, as far as the animals, the whole freaking point is that they think of themselves as powerful, dangerous, wild animals. You'd have thought the lady named Sasquatch would have given them a clue.
Nope.
Yeah, I guess not. He also says, as far as the Voodoo Boys gang, what did he say? A scathing commentary on cultural appropriation. I guess that's what people were saying.
Yep.
But he says he loves the idea that real practitioners of voodoo moved in and took back their turf, and they even got Creole right. So Creole. He says, who the bleep do you think you are to tell me whether or not my creation was done right or not?
Correct.
Point blank, period.
Yes. So those journalists who said that can go fuck themselves. Because the whole point of Cyberpunk is literally that. It is a dystopian future, keyword dystopian, where people are completely no longer human, where you lose their humanity because of the fact that you are now implementing mechanical devices into your body. That's the whole point of Cyberpunk. There is no more race. There is no more sex. It is gone because everyone is different. Everyone is a machine now, and you're losing that from everyone else. So to have the balls to say how the section where you shoot at the Voodoo Boys is a white power fantasy without even realizing that Mike Pondsmith, that's what they said. That is an anti. It is the dream of someone who is racist to shoot at these people. Fuck off. Because Mike Pondsmith made this game back in the 90s. It's a tabletop game. You didn't fucking care about it then. You don't fucking care about it now. You only care about it because you get clicks out of it because you know it's a popular game. And Mike Pondsmith is an African American. So maybe you should do your research as an actual journalist and realize what the fuck you're talking about before you say something, and realize what cyberpunk is as a genre, what it entails to be, and how it challenges people's thoughts on humanity. Maybe go watch Blade Runner, play Deus Ex, realize that you do not know what the fuck you're talking about, you goddamn blue check mark, and delete your fucking journalist integrity website because you're not a journalist. You don't know anything about it, and the last thing you need to do is open your fucking mouth and try to sully something that someone who is an African American has created to bring joy and entertainment to so many other people. This is something you should be celebrating, and if you really want to get to it and you want to support the culture, buy this game because Mike Pondsmith is literally the culture.
Well said. Goddamn. Meds, anything to add to that?
I do, and Alex hit the nail right on the head. So I don't want to address what he said, but this is just a message to you guys and also everybody listening. You guys need to realize that media is dying and that these people are starving for clicks. Okay. The reason why Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith are millionaires is not because they're very bright, is because they are paid to give the dumbest and hottest of takes on TV. And what does that entail? What does that cause? It causes people to react. It causes people to say, oh my God, that was so stupid. It causes people to make videos, reaction videos, makes people get on their radio show, their podcast, and discuss them. And this is exactly the reason why these journalists all do this. They're all saying the stupidest things and the most outrageous things because their medium, their way of life is dying, and they need you to click that article. Stop talking about them. Stop retweeting them. Stop mentioning them, because they're irrelevant and they're dying, and this is all they want.
Damn, man. That was perfect. Seriously.
I give him a standing ovation, guys.
Saying what we're all thinking. Like, that's spot on.
It's
so
funny you brought up Skip Bayless too, because did you see the thing yesterday?
Not going to discuss it.
He said not going to discuss it. Basically, he responded to a fake report and was going off about it, and everybody was like, "How did he fall for that, for a fake report on the internet?" But yeah, like you said, a lot of times they do it for clicks and shit like that. Damn, I don't got nothing to add to that. I thought I was gonna say something, but y'all killed that.
I'll just add this. This kind of reminds me of what happened with Days Gone. Remember, there was complaints about saying old lady and complaining about the culture because they didn't understand the culture. So it's kind of like the same thing here. It's like they're not doing research. They're complaining about things when they don't even know what the game's about or where it stems from. So it's just, it's just bad all around. And I wish journalists would just go in and examine the gameplay for what it is and leave all this out.
Right.
You know, we're to play games.
Right.
We're not
about who they're killing, but nothing about what the actual game plays like.
No. Funny is these are people that are so incredibly like, oh, we're here to stop racism. Then why is the first thing you look at is someone's race?
Or a video game. Like
in the video game, the first thing people look at is these people. I'm sorry. The first thing that these people look at is the color of a person's skin and the gender that that person identifies as. And so instead of being like, whatever, let's just understand where these characters come from and delve into them as people and understand what they're coming from and see what the story unfolds, they categorize people and characters by race and by gender or sex. Right. Geez, that sounds pretty shitty to me, doesn't it?
Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Alex.
And I'm not, and as a black man, like I've never been one to be like, oh, this should have been like, I want to see more black people in games just for the hell of it. Like I want my fucking games to make sense. I want it because when you start down that path of like, oh, put more black people in games, then it starts to get into like the cheesy shit. And it starts to get into shit that don't make sense. Like first of all, I want you to create what you want to create. And second of all, I want it to make sense to you. Like that's the most important things that I want from a developer. Third, fourth, fifth, maybe somewhere else down the line. Yeah, it would be cool to have a black person in the game, but make that shit make sense. Make that shit not a stereotype or something. Make that shit not corny and cheesy and make it look like you're pandering, because that's what ends up happening when people start demanding that a certain sex or a certain race get into games. This shit start getting forced and shit start getting corny and shit start getting cheesy. Like I don't want that in game. I want you to make what the hell you want to make and make a good fucking game first and foremost.
Can I add something to that, please?
Yeah, definitely.
Playing just like what you said. I'm Puerto Rican. Growing up, I never said, how come this character is not Puerto Rican? Like, how come, whatever it is, whatever you are. I played a ton of games featuring women, black guys, white guys. I never said, yo, I wish this person was, Latino or Hispanic, whatever. I never thought that ever, because I don't need representation. The representation is right there. The person is a person. I'm a person. That's the way I feel. Like me and my whole family are obviously all Hispanic. We're all totally different. These people who claim to be agnostic or colorblind, the first thing they point out is color. It's like, shut up about it, dude. Just, I don't know, man. It's whatever to me, man.
It's video games, man. Let's just play a good game.
I never noticed that the characters in my games were white because I didn't care.
Yeah.
All right.
Man, we spit facts tonight here.
Yep. What else do I have on this list here? More rumors about Last of Us 2 coming out February 2020. I think what's her name? Ashley Johnson. I think she played. No. Does she play Ellie? Ashley Johnson? Yeah, that is her. Okay. I almost wanted to call her Ellie. Like, what the fuck? She was doing an interview and like the guy was asking her what the release date for Last of Us 2 was, and she started to say like Feb, and then she stopped or whatever. So people were thinking because of that. And also Jason Schreier had a tweet saying he thinks it's coming out in February. I think there was another thing too that was pointing at February. Oh, there was a rumor about the internal release date being February as of right now. Yeah, I don't want to know what website that was on.
We know.
Oh, it was on Reset Era, but
Oh, kitty porn error. You got it.
Have you been touching that topic or no?
I
Maybe we
forgot.
should.
I forgot
We
to
should.
add.
You don't touch that topic because that place is a scum haven.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't think I'm going to touch that just because
Yeah,
that shit is nuts.
that's
If
a
you,
cesspool, dude.
Everybody in it.
if you want to do your research on that, be
Yeah,
my
just research it.
definitely research that.
Make sure like private browsing is on.
So yeah, if Last of Us do come out February 2020, just adds to the first half of 2020 being insane for me. With games like The Avengers, Final Fantasy VII, Last of Us, like, come on, like.
I'm surprised it's not holiday.
This year?
2020? Well, you think it's gonna come out with PS5? That's
I'm surprised that it's not going to be like released with PS5.
I mean, they dropped Last of Us June of that year, I think it was. So
yeah, 2013.
I don't think it matters because the way they see it, screw it. We can remaster it later.
But I don't think they can get away with remasters next generation.
I don't think they're gonna remaster stuff, but it's just gonna upscale to your hardware, you know?
Because like if everything is supposed to be backwards compatible, and we already see that they can patch like PS4 games for like the PS4 Pro, it's like what the hell? And all they did with Last of Us for from PS3 to PS4 was up the resolution, up the frame rates, up the textures a little bit, the resolution of the textures and stuff like that. It's not like they went in and redid things like, you know, from the ground up. So it's like you can do all that with the patch that we've seen from PS4 to PS4 Pro. So it's like remasters next generation, you're not gonna be able to sell them to me if it ain't looking like a fucking generational leap, you know?
It won't.
I mean, listen, if they can get away with selling something to you twice, they will. They'll do it. So
I ain't buying that shit. As long as it's backwards compatible, I'm good. If it plays,
it should be. It should be.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm for it. I mean, if it wants to come out in February, that's better than summer. Because my prediction was at the latest summer 2020.
2020.
Because the first one came out in the summer, and they're not shy from releasing games that late, you know, in the year. So I don't know. It could happen, but I still am holding hope for this year.
Really?
I'm holding a little bit of hope. Never know, but it does. I mean, if it is February, I'll be fine with that. I'll be fine. Next year is going to be crazy, though. Regardless.
No default game site, huh, Erica?
No, I ain't see any. Next year is going to be wild for sure.
And then we got to factor into the next generation games, like they come out for the launch consoles. Even though those games usually aren't all that crazy good, I just have a feeling that this generation might be a little bit different because we've been waiting for at least Xbox. Like we've been waiting to see what Xbox is doing with their new studios. So I think from them, like we're gonna get hopefully some bangers, and then PlayStation, you might get some of the sequels to the games that they had this year, maybe like Horizon 2, or I think Spider-Man might be a little bit too early. God of War a little bit too early, but at least somewhere within the first couple years, we're gonna get sequels to those games.
Right.
Yeah. What else do we have? Gears 5, I guess, is supposed to be doing away with, was it the season pass? Season pass. The maps are going to be available for everyone. What else they got on here? No gear packs. DLC maps, like I said, are free for matchmaking in private. What were you saying, Matt?
I was gonna say they don't have like randomized items that you can get either.
Right.
Everything is straight up. You buy what you want. All
store purchases are direct, no RNG, so you always know what you will get. So
yeah, that's good.
That's good to see. I seen somebody was saying that like with this coming to Steam, also being on the Windows Store, with this no season pass, DLC maps go to everybody. We're looking at hopefully a healthy Gears community that'll last for a long time across, the platforms, because you won't have people being divided up by, maps and shit like that. So it's definitely dope.
So they're not doing where, you can buy the game early. It's only to just play it early now. Cause last Gears 4, I think you got all the maps if you bought it early.
Yeah. It's different this time.
Yeah. So
no, they're still doing that.
No, you can still buy it early, but it doesn't include anything else other than just playing it
Yeah.
early.
Yeah, that's like the only perk now. Because before it was like, oh, you get it early, then you get all the maps and you get whatever. So they're wiping that away, which is good. Honestly, like just seeing those little gear packs or whatever, they look like loot crates. They act like it.
Definitely
And it
do.
just made the game look kind of cheap. Like it was copying the other games. And I didn't like it. Just from like a aesthetic point of view. Like even from that, I just didn't like them at all. I'd rather just buy what I want to buy if I want to buy them. And that's it. Just stop. Because we will support the game. Like if the game's good enough, because with Gears 3, you can actually buy weapon skins, like 5 in a pack or whatever. And I actually bought some because I wanted to support whatever it was. I wanted to use that. So they're making the right decision to do that. They'll still get support. It'll happen.
Right. They do a good job with like their skins and like the player skins and the weapon skins, like to make you want to buy it. You know, the animated skins and stuff like that for the guns, the colors and all that, and then the player skins, whether it be like robots and shit like that, or just other characters from previous games. Like I think they do a good enough job to get people on board with buying skins, where they don't have to have them in the RNG, as they call them, stuff like that. So good move from Gears. Hopefully more games do this. We know EA is still sticking with their surprise mechanics. I read this as like a direct shot to EA and the fucking surprise mechanics. Like all store purchases are direct, like no fucking surprises. So
the thing is, I feel like Microsoft can afford to do something like this because they don't need to continuously sustain these games with monetization. Because if you're subscribed to Game Pass, you're probably just going to keep on subscribing. So they're going to make the money that way.
Right. Yeah. I'm of that same mind. Like, all right. Erica, we got any more Patreon questions?
Yeah, we got a few, actually.
Okay. Let's
scroll. Okay. Sedin, I think that's how you say his name, says, as a gaming podcast, what do you think that this podcast does that makes it so successful on Patreon versus other gaming podcasts? Then it says in parentheses, not a shot at Weapon Wheel. I support y'all both. So what is it that makes our Patreon successful?
I think we do a good job with doing like communicating, of course. I think we do a good job with communicating with the Patreon. I mean, we do a lot of giveaways. I mean, I think Kofi goes above and beyond with some of the giveaways that he implements in the Patreon, and half the time he does them shits like out of his own pocket too. So I always like commend him for some of that stuff that he's doing with the giveaways over there. And yeah, just like, you know, doing things like the 24-hour live stream and stuff like that. Like, I think setting that goal had people really excited, and we met that goal really fast, and people really want to see that. And like just delivering on those promises, you know, delivering on that 24-hour live stream. I really want to do another one again. Like, I had a great time, and we could switch up time slots and all that other stuff. Like, I just think it was a good thing that we had like a whole 24-hour live stream going on across the whole fucking panel like that. Like, that was pretty dope.
Hey, you guys owe us a game of Monopoly, all right? Let's not forget that.
That too. That too.
That's happening, I think, next month.
Yeah, it's definitely happening.
We're definitely going to get to that Monopoly live stream.
Right.
You know, we had unfortunate events happen, but we definitely
for sure.
We definitely going to make that up for y'all.
Also, I want to add what we're doing right now, the asking of these questions. I don't know what other podcasts do that, like the Patreon questions, and we actually make them topics sometimes. And we also ask for feedback and just have just having them chime in and be a part of the show. I mean, look at Jay Harvey. He's become like a segment. Mel and Matt is like challenging him, and Buro sometimes has his moments, and like it becomes like a part of the show. And I think that's meaningful for Patreon members.
I mean, I'm a fan of the show, and I'm a patron of you guys, so I could definitely answer the question. Honestly, I just find you guys very personable, very relatable. I think there isn't an ounce of fakeness here. I think you guys are all very genuine people, and like J-Main said, Kofi's super generous with the Patreon. You guys read Patreon questions, and even though Alex is somehow denying it now, we play games together too and all that. So, I talk with Alex all the time in the Discord, and Erica pops up from time to time. You guys interact with the community, and we all appreciate that.
There you go.
I'm gonna have to say it's definitely the interaction, right? No matter how big we get, how big we plan on getting, because we in our chat that we have a lot of specific goals of what we want to do. Especially like my goals are very lofty for the panel.
Mm-hmm.
And these guys are like, what the fuck, are you high? And I'm like, yes, and we're going to do this.
Alex always beating us with that goal. He's like, yeah, we got to get this big. I'm like, I see you.
Not just that, but like, I'm like, we need to do like, there's times where I just look at people like Giant Bomb, and a lot of people who watch us don't watch Giant Bomb, and that's something that I take notes from,
mm-hmm.
and what they do and how they do things, and just thinking about trying to be ahead of stuff in this crazy landscape, and just communicating with the people that watch us and having their support be known, I think is like the biggest thing. When you have people that support you and give even $1 of their hard-earned money that they work for at whatever shitty job that they probably have, it means a lot, and we take it very seriously. So I think that's one of the biggest reasons why we're successful, is because we don't take it for granted.
Definitely don't.
Yeah.
Good answers, guys. Good answers. All right. You want to go to
the next one. It's Sedin again. It says, and how often do you all need to take a vacation from gaming? Ooh, this one speaks to my heart right now. Been a Patreon from the start. Finally decided to take advantage. Right on, Sedin. Yeah, this speaks to me right now because I do feel like I'm on vacation. I don't know if I'd call it vacation, but I'll make it sound better that way. I just feel like I'm in a funk right now.
Mm-hmm.
But how often? I'd say maybe once a year. But this year it's been a little bit more so. But yeah, I remember in 2017 I took a little bit of a break because open world I was just so fatigued. So I think it just depends. Like certain genres, sometimes I'll get fatigued, take a break, and then I come back with some other genre. But yeah, I do go through this from time to time. I'd say once a year at the most.
Totally joking around, Erica. You should probably pull a couple of games from my list to play.
Maybe. I
think
mean,
you should.
No, that's actually a good point, though.
Personally, I think you should stream Antichamber. I think that's going to be what you need to like get refreshed.
I do need a refreshing game.
It is very good.
Yeah.
I'll look into it.
I definitely take breaks from genres because like playing the same genre over and over definitely gets tiring. So like if I'm playing open world action adventure game and then I do another one after that, like I might want to go to a linear first person shooter after that or something like that, or play a sports game, after that, just because, I'll get tired of it. Like right now I'm playing Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. It's a fucking terrible game, but at the same time, I'm just like, I'm tired of Kingdom Hearts right now. So I kind of just want to get through it and play something else. But I also been like trying to balance it out with playing other stuff. I'll be dibbling in back into Dead Space and stuff like that, and trying to get back into South Park and stuff like that. So just, what? Mez, are you serious?
I'm dead ass serious.
Are you kidding me?
Kingdom Hearts is trash. The only one that's good is Chain of Memories.
Chain of Memories is fucking garbage, bro. That shit it's literally the same shit over and over every damn stage. You do the same shit over and over, bro.
So it's a Kingdom Hearts game.
No. I'm talking about like, all right. So at least with the other Kingdom Hearts games, you can like you can switch up how you approach a level. This shit, the level is the same thing over and over. You go through the damn rooms and you find this room that you got to get this card from, and then you come back to this room and then you do the same thing over and over. It's like the same shit over and over, man. I'm getting tired of it.
We can agree to disagree.
Just get sick of it. But yeah, how do Med, you want to answer the question?
For me, personally, it's just a matter of what's going on in my personal life, honestly. I like to play games like pretty much most of my free time. If I'm not like playing basketball or running or riding bikes or swimming, that's what I'm doing. For a really long time, I was a martial artist and I was training and I was hoping to one day be in the UFC. That for a long time took a lot out of my gaming time. But ever since I've stopped training, I quit. I've been playing mad games. So honestly, that's it for me. Just depends on what's going on. If I'm busy, if I'm seeing a girl, or whatever. If my personal life is really popping, then there's not a lot of gaming going on.
Yeah. How about you, Alex?
I forgot the question.
How often do you take a vacation from gaming?
I don't. Whenever I get into like a funk, I'll switch the genre.
Yeah, agreed.
So like now, like I've after 800, how many hours? Fucking Christ, let me see.
Into my CS:GO.
875 hours into Counter-Strike. I think I'll take a break from it.
As you
So-
should.
Hours.
So now I'm playing Bloodstained.
I couldn't imagine spending that much.
Yes, Alex. Yes.
I don't think I've ever spent that many hours. anything.
CS:GO is really good.
That's too much.
CS:GO
That's
is
too
really
much.
good.
To me, that's like a lot for any game.
Think of it as like a 5-on-5 pickup game, and that's literally what it is. So you're always like, it's never the same game twice, and it's a 20-something-year-old game, but you're always learning some kind of like new trick that happens, and it's just so fucking deep. It's so good.
Whoa, pause. I'm
I
sorry.
was waiting for it. Like,
I had to pause.
Don't worry, J-Man. I always go deep.
Yo.
you know what's funny is because we don't have Jack or Kofi here, and usually I think they're like the first ones to be
Oh
like, "Whoa!"
God.
It took us a little bit. It's funny.
Don't worry, I let that one hang out on the air a little bit to see what you
Holy
guys thought
shit.
of.
I almost forgot. I'm supposed to do a giveaway.
Oh, we'll do that at the end.
Yeah, we could do. Don't let me
One.
forget, please.
Yeah,
I kind of want to do it now because I think I'm gonna forget.
just do it now. Then just do it now.
Let me try and share the screen. I hope I do this shit right. Let me just pull up the proper avenue.
Erica should play Dota too.
Stop it.
Erica should play Dota
Nobody
too.
really wants to see me play that game. They just do it because it's a troll.
I think everyone wants to see you play that game.
No,
I put 127 hours into that.
that's a lie that they
No,
want me to
it's-
play that.
No, it's a lie. Like I feel like we should make the chat decide. Press 1 if you guys want to see
No.
Erica play Dota 2 in the chat.
I was actually down for. I think you were saying that you would play with me, or
Yeah.
a few of us would play.
Yeah.
And you would kind of coach us. Like I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Like a game night, but on my own, I'm not gonna know what the hell I'm doing.
Dota cuts for the win. There you go.
For the win. All right, y'all let me
Man.
know if my
Ooh,
screen
get some ones in the chat already.
Man,
Oh,
I just
man,
want
Erica,
to
we're gonna play
that's all
Dota.
it is. They don't. It's because they want me to suffer.
Erica, we're gonna play Dota.
Can y'all see my screen being shared on the YouTube video?
Just click your screen. That way, it shows for good for the stream.
I think it is. I just want to make sure everybody in the chat could see it. That way, if you had the entry, this is the Bloodstained giveaway from the Patreon.
That's a great.
Before
game.
you do it, though,
Yes.
let me just read this quick Patreon thing because Unforgiven said, "Is it possible to remove the following people from the giveaway?" Burro says Burro and Francisco.
Wait, is that on here?
It's the same person.
Yeah.
Was he on here twice as both names?
No, it's just that's both of his names. That's his real name, and then his. See, he's at the top.
He's the first one to. Let me delete. Highlight that. What's that? Cut. Say that.
That's
All right. So yes, this is the
Fucking
blood
showing governments here. This guy.
giveaway from the Patreon. I just want to scroll down the list. Make sure you see your name if you were on the giveaway. I see Meds in the building. My boy is Javier.
Javier.
All right. I don't see my name on here. Kofi was definitely tripping when he posted this list of names. But yeah, let's do the giveaway really quick. Pick a random name. And the winner is the Art Fiend, aka
Hey.
100.
The artist.
That's the
Shout
bro too.
Shout out to the Art Fiend. Speaking of the Art Fiend, if you are wondering where this picture came from, that is Kofi's avatar right now. Shout out to your boy, the Art Fiend. Fucking master artist. He's just getting better and better. Fucking time. This dude's work is amazing. Follow him on Twitter, Instagram. I believe he goes by the same, the art_fiend on both platforms. This man work is great. He's done pretty much all the Press Start podcast artwork and the off the record artwork. You know, y'all know who he is, man. Shout out to the Art Fiend on winning the giveaway.
They're saying it's rigged.
You said it was rigged.
Hey, I'm just joining in the fun. No, but shout out to you, Art Fiend. Congrats.
Great artist.
Wait, what's going on Press Start memes? Some fuckery?
I don't know. They're saying they're getting.
I'm about to get
doing a lot.
roasted. I'm about to get roasted.
Let's see. Oh my god.
I gotta check the page too.
Yeah, they definitely got you on here, beds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. With you sleeping on the street with 2 bottles. Look like
that's a good one. I'm not gonna lie.
Fucking damn, Paper Mario Color Splash is $60 for the Wii U. Tripping.
Nintendo tax never fails.
I'm
That
through with
Nintendo
White
tax
Girls,
thing is real, man. It sucks.
Black Bond and Melamet. All right.
Let me go to the next one.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop sharing the screen now.
All right, so King Josh says, if y'all invite that Pokeball loving, $60 buying, I ain't never gonna make it to WWE having. I support anime porn cucking, Wii U sucking, D-Lo Brown looking, Sony hating, Xbox fuck buddy, Teletubbies watching, Etika is my cousin having ass, Obi-Wan plays is my dad on PSP. Is he talking about Baron or what?
Right, like
who else would it be?
Yeah, the WWE part. Okay. I'm donating $50 to see a Switch dropped off a roof. So I don't know. I don't really know what.
I don't know what that.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of stuff to Baron.
Let's see, a Switch dropped off the roof.
You're gonna need to come up with 250 more, my guy.
Right?
Exactly. I ain't dropping my Switch for that.
Nope.
No way. No way.
Maybe if you would have asked me earlier in the year when Switch was dry as fuck, I might have did it. But Switch got a couple games coming out real soon that I want to pick up.
Yeah.
Legally or illegally. I'm just gonna let that be known.
Damn. All right. Should I do the next one? We out of topics? We done? Or what's up?
Are we done with the topics? It might be one.
We could end on time tonight.
Yeah, I know.
Nothing really happened this week.
I know. I seen people crying about Tifa's boobs on Twitter.
So about that.
Oh,
They're still kind of big. I don't even know what the big deal is.
About that. If you're crying about Tifa's boobs, you don't know what boobs look like in a sports bra. You've never seen boobs.
I concur.
Number 2, there was a tweet that's been going around by someone who actually translated the interview. And it says, give me a moment. I'm going to pull it up right here. Exactly. So it says, Square Enix didn't tell them to shrink her boobs. They asked that they didn't use a clothing design that made them flop all over during action sequences to the point of being unnatural, considering she is an active, sporty type.
Right.
She literally looks exactly like the model from the original game. She's just wearing a sports bra. Her boobs are fine.
I'm just confused at, like, they're comparing this model to the PS1 Final Fantasy.
So there's one scene. So there's one scene in particular in the PS1 Final Fantasy in the end of the game where she like gets put on a ledge and like her fucking tits just slap on top of it.
Okay.
She's clearly not wearing a bra at that point in time or a sports bra. They just put a sports bra on her in the new game because boobs are big, and anybody with big boobs knows like you have to wear a sports bra. And if you wear a sports bra or big boobs, they look smaller. So just fucking chill.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Her boobs are still big, even in the sports bra. So why are we talking about? I mean, I love talking about titties. So
yo, I'm just looking at this.
Why are you mad though? Because these are titties on Tifa, and they still look big. They're just in a sports bra. So
Yeah.
chill.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's not Tifa.
I always say Tifa.
Whatever.
But no, I just want to read this tweet real quick that had me dying because I'm just like, really? It says the original design has Tifa Lockhart endowed with a very busty body, equipped with D-sized breasts, thick thighs, and lots of curves. Really? Okay. A very beautiful woman and still is in the remake, but you notice her breast size has been deflated
Oh
to
my God.
B size. This is no way a deal breaker for the upcoming remake. However, it is a bit concerning. They are listening to the wrong crowd, a small crowd that wants to censor every little thing, and even after getting what they want, they still won't buy the game.
Here, hold on. I'll link you some pictures.
Did people make the same complaint about the Tomb Raider reboot?
I'm probably sure fucking some virgin.
Oh, I remember that. I remember. Yeah, they're not as big as before.
Oh, yeah?
I remember hearing that. Yeah, about her
They're
boobs.
comparing pixelated boobs to like
Exactly.
Here, like
Hello.
that's-
It was
yeah.
PS1 graphics. Everything was triangles.
Exactly.
It was a stupid argument then. It's a stupid argument now.
all right.
Yeah, I'm looking at that picture, Alex. They were pretty big back then, but
I mean, she's not wearing a sports bra.
yeah, she's not.
She's not wearing a sports bra. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
She's just wearing a t-shirt and like no bra.
Because sports bras definitely push him down.
Right.
That's
And
a
if she's on
fact.
the ledge like that, it's gonna push them up too. So that's gonna make
You know,
Right. Yeah.
make
true.
them bigger.
And if you look at Tifa now, here, Tifa FF7 remake. If you look at her now, there's still some big ass titties.
Yeah.
She's still got big old titties.
They look proportionate to her size. They look normal. They look
They big.
bigger side. Yeah, they're not small. They're not small to me.
No.
They're not small. They're not.
It's just more outrage about
It's just
outrage
not-
because
they're just not as pronounced as they normally
Yeah.
are because she's wearing a fucking sports bra.
Mhm.
And if they were smaller, you're a weirdo for caring.
They want to see the, I guess they want to see it all flopping everywhere. That's the only thing I can think of. Like,
It's not Dead or Alive though. We're not playing Dead or Alive.
I don't know.
So like, what does it fucking matter? Like here, I'll show this. I mean, can you post the pictures in the show, J-Man, so people know what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, also, they claim that the new Tifa, thanks to the chat there, has B cup breasts. If you think those are B cups, then you've never touched a boob. Sorry,
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah, bro. Like,
Meds knows his cups. I'm
I
impressed.
certainly do.
plus, literally, dude, like PS1 FMV to like shit now. Of course, things are gonna look way more pronounced and weird back in the day. They had to be because they were like, there's no fucking way to make him look real.
Okay, so this is the first screen is a scene from Final Fantasy VII, the original. I'm assuming the second screen is as well.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it. And then the third screen is Tifa in the remake.
They're clearly being pushed up because of the ledge.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
This is such a dumb argument.
It's really dumb. But it's
Her
like
boobs still look big. They still look big.
they are still big. She's just except now she's just fit and muscular and thick, and she's got a sports bra on. So fucking give it to me.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's accurate too, because let's say her boobs did get smaller. That's a fact that when you do work out a lot, like your boobs could shrink.
Mm-hmm.
It happens. Yeah. So I mean,
she's got a fucking sports bra. She's literally wearing a sports bra.
I don't know.
Who fucking cares? Right?
yeah.
I
Losers.
love big ass titties. Not gonna lie. And I like big asses. Her design
Alex,
is
you like muscular asses.
I like asses, right? Her design is fucking perfect. There's nothing wrong with her design. If there was something wrong with her design, I'd be the first person to say so because I like lewd ass shit. But there's nothing wrong with her design. It's perfect. It's proportional. It fits right. It looks right. If they made it today, that's what she would look like. Even in Advent Children, she looked the same. Even in the PSP game, was she in Crisis Core? Crisis?
I'm not sure.
I don't know, but she looks the same. She looks fine. Stop this.
All right. Erica, you want to continue with the Patreon questions?
Okay.
Or
Francisco. We got like 2 more.
Oh, okay.
Francisco, aka Burro, says, "Good evening to all my fellow Kojima witnesses." Stop it. Says my
We can
question.
cut the question right there.
we just cut it. Go to the next one. My question is, has there ever been a character that you once liked, but later in the game couldn't stand? Also vice versa. One that you hated, but grew on you. He says his is Ryuji, what the heck? Ryuji from Persona 5. I liked him at first, but hated him at the end. With him saying out loud, "We're the Phantom Thieves." One that I hated but loved at the end was Teddy. Still can't stand his puns. Now after this, let us turn our books to Metal Gear Solid 3. Wow. I agree about Ryuji, but it's reversed for me. I didn't like him at first, and then I started liking him.
I mean, I didn't beat Persona 5 yet, but at the point I'm at in the game, he's starting to get annoying. I liked him at first, but he's starting to get annoying. I got one that's like I didn't like, then I liked, and then I didn't like. And that is Sam Drake in Uncharted 4. I originally, of course, we all know he was supposed to be the villain of the game. That was Amy Hennig's version. And then we find out that he's like, of course, Nathan Drake's brother. And that's when they revealed him with the new vision of Uncharted 4. I wasn't feeling that vision. I was like, I wanted him to be more of the villain. And then as I played Uncharted 4, I started to like him. Started to like his character. And then something happens in the story. And then I didn't like him anymore. And then, they rectify it all. But then I'm just like, I'm cool on him. I didn't really like him as a character in Uncharted. I feel like he was one of the weakest additions to the Uncharted franchise, like as a new character overall.
It's a good one. Anyone else?
I want to say Squall from Final Fantasy VIII.
You liked him at first or hated him?
I kind of liked him at first, then I fucking hated him because I'm like, just fucking say something, you dumb bitch. And then I liked him again in the end because I was like, all right, cool, there's a redemption arc.
Mets?
I got two. One is Sephiroth from FF7, because at first he's presented like as a peer and he's shown to be a badass, and then he reveals himself to be the villain of the game. So obviously you hate him. And then recently, Atreus was really cool. And then he became super insufferable for a little bit. Like, I hated that kid. Like, you all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
There comes a certain time in the story where you're like, fuck you, kid.
Right.
But then he turns it back around. But yeah, like for a brief couple hours in the game, I hated him.
I know exactly what part you're talking about too.
Yeah, I had the same.
I feel like I'm gonna hate that game.
Nah,
It's legitimately a good game, dude.
It's really good.
just yeah.
That made me remember one. I don't know if you guys agree with this, but Ellie. At first, I didn't really like Ellie. I felt like she was kind of a brat. But of course, it turns around. I mean, you start to understand where she's coming from and how you get to play with her at the end. Well, that does not sound good, but yeah. Pause on that. But you get to play as her. That's what I should have said. It turned around. So yeah, that's definitely one. I remember being annoyed with her at the beginning because I was all about Joel. Like I liked Joel, but yeah.
That winter chapter definitely turned it around for her.
Yeah.
She was fucking badass in that chapter. I was like, yes.
I could never co-sign Ellie because that chick can't swim. Screw her.
At least it made sense to the damn story. Shit.
Yeah.
Give me that plank, Joel.
That Sony boost.
I need that.
Sony
Joel,
boost.
give me that palette.
That Sony boost is definitely real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody went, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got one more.
Okay.
Gian the Don says, "What is your favorite gaming mascot? If you have one, And which one is the most impactful in each of your opinions? Favorite mascot? So like Mario, Master Chief stuff.
I think Master Chief might be like one of the most impactful mascots.
Yeah.
For
Mario.
Xbox, I think like Master Chief is fucking Xbox. I mean, Mario is Nintendo, but I feel like they've had a couple other like really great ones after Mario.
Does Samus count? I know it's not really as
course.
big a franchise. But yeah,
I mean, mascot is like a signature character.
Yeah,
you know?
Link.
okay.
Like,
Yeah, Link, but for sure Samus. I mean, I'm wearing the shirt right now. I love Samus. So yeah, that's probably my answer.
my favorite? My favorite. I like Sackboy a lot. Little Big Planet.
Sackboy is cute.
Sackboy was cool.
He was PlayStation's mascot last generation. Like
True.
Nathan Drake, he was there, but Sackboy was really like front and center when it came to PlayStation because he was marketable to kids.
Because he's the cute one.
Yeah, he played games. He had all the toys and shit like that. Like Sackboy was definitely holding it down as PlayStation mascot last year.
Can I admit something? When I went to PSX, they had Sackboy, like they had a costume, a guy in a costume. I don't know if it was a guy or a girl. I don't even know. But I couldn't get my hands off of him.
No!
So cute. Like, I remember
Hands off the sack. Let's go.
I couldn't. He was just so cute. I wanted to take pictures with him.
Erica, you
and
molested
follow him.
Sackboy?
I might have.
How could you?
I might have. Hopefully, it was an adult in there. But no, that was a joke. But yeah, it was just so cute. I couldn't stop following him, and yeah, I was kind of stalking him a little bit.
Oh god. My favorite, Donkey Kong, is my favorite mascot. Who's the most impactful? It's Mario.
Oh,
Mario.
No
It's
question.
Mario.
No questions. Mario
True.
is definitely top dog.
Alex?
It's Mario.
Yeah, Mario. Nobody gonna no love for Sonic.
Dude, stop.
No.
Sonic is bad.
Honestly, like I don't want to, because I feel like this may be an overstatement, but like Mario is gaming. Like when people think gaming, like one of the first things they think of is Mario. Like he's, what's the word? He's ubiquitous. Like he's everywhere, man. Mario's very important. Like, and I know he's not like a super developed character or some sort of epic story or whatever, but listen, dude, you see Mario, you know exactly what's going on.
Yeah. Another one of mine is Pikachu. I mean he's like that's like an anime, of course, first, but of course we got the Pokemon games, but Pikachu is still like a big mascot for gaming as well. I mean, it's why probably Let's Go did so good with Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Like people just know Pikachu and the Pokemon brand. So
Yeah, Pikachu's cute too. If there was a Pikachu walking around, I'd be following Pikachu too. Yeah.
That was the last Patreon question, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, unless there's like last minute ones, but I didn't get any.
Yeah, I didn't get any either. So let me go through the super chats and then we can get out of here. Let me refresh the page really quick. Oh, real quick. We didn't really talk about this, but NPDs, Nintendo won May. NPDs 6th month in a row. Haven't lost a month yet this year. I tweeted that out. I don't think they're gonna lose a month this year. I think they're gonna.
It's weird how it's quiet when Nintendo wins the NPD, right?
When Nintendo wins NPD, it's a handheld. When the game is 540p, it's a console.
Right.
Not my words. Just what I see on Twitter.
Nintendo is like that third independent party in the election where you could bring him up. Who cares about him?
Exactly. Mortal Kombat 11 was the best-selling game. Days Gone, I think, charted really high. Yeah, number 2. Days Gone was number 2. Total War 3, Rage 2, number 4, GTA 5, number 5, Smash Bros 6, Red Dead Redemption 2, 7, and MLB The Show 8, Minecraft 9, and 2K19 10. Not gonna go down the whole list, but yeah, that's like your top 10 there. I'm surprised that Sony hasn't released Days Gone numbers because it seemed like it's doing well, but I don't know if it's met internal sales because usually they'll come out with numbers, of course, if it's doing great. So I don't know. Really surprised that them not talking about Days Gone sales. Another thing, Metroid Prime 4 still needs an art director. 2 years after its announcement, we all know that pretty much the game got handed off to a whole different developer. And now they're looking for an art director. So don't expect that game for a while. That JPEG definitely was released too. How you release a JPEG too early? I'm done. But yeah, that's it for the topics. Let me go read these super chats really quick before we get out of here. We had one from Toyo. What up, all? Who's watching Chucky tonight? Oh my god. Don't remind me. Did y'all see that picture of what Chucky looks like in that?
I saw that with the facelift.
Yeah, that shit is a disgrace. Chucky looks nuts.
You want to talk about like a design that looks bad?
Yeah, like people were talking about Sonic. That Chucky shit looks horrible. But I think Toy Story 4 comes out this weekend or next weekend. Can't remember, but that's what I'm looking forward to. I don't give a fuck about Chucky. Bias Gamer 77 with the donation. He said 2004 for him. His game of the year was Halo 2. Definitely understand that. E-Rock 97 with the donation. J Main been holding the pod down. Hey man, doing what I can do while I can do it. Appreciate the panel, of course, as well. Y'all been helping the brother out. Appreciate it. And Hustle and Motivate with the donation. He says, Green Screen Gang, I see you, Meds. I meant to, Med, you still there? He's not. I meant to ask him how he did that.
He's probably high or drunk.
Well, yeah, that's it, I believe.
I'm here, sir.
Oh, okay.
I'm sober, sir. I'm sober. This is software. You can get it on Humble Bundle right now for $1. So if you go on humblebundle.com, just buy the streaming bundle and the software that I'm using that basically acts as a green screen without one. Get that for $1.
Also, you don't have a green screen behind you.
No, I don't.
Oh shit! It looked pretty decent too for you not to have a green screen behind you, and it works within Google Hangout without you having to do anything within Google Hangout.
Yeah, when I ask you for the source, you pick the program.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. All right, that makes sense.
That's cool.
All right, I think that's all the super chats. I didn't see anything else pop up. If I missed you, we'll get you next week. Make sure y'all hit that like button before we get out of here, and y'all want to do your outros, Alex.
Thanks everybody for watching. This Friday, if everything goes well, more God of War. We'll finish that, and we'll keep going.
You're on 2, right?
2.
So what's next for you? Is it the PSP ones or are you not?
Yeah, PSP ones.
Okay. How are you playing those? Are you
On my PS3.
Oh yeah. Those are part of the collection. I forgot. Okay. Erica, outro.
Yeah, good times, good podcast. Shout out to Sackboy and Pikachu, my loves, and I'll catch you guys next week. Oh, and thanks for Meds for being our guest, of course.
Thank you.
Yes. Shout out to Meds for pulling up on us. You want to do your outro? Let the people know where they can find you.
Oh, for sure. Again, thank you for having me. I love this podcast, and I'm honored to be a guest. I have a YouTube channel myself, but it's not about gaming. It's called Fight Culture, and honestly, it's just a channel just for my podcast, which I do with Jay Fonzarelli. You probably know him from the community. But yeah, every week on Monday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, we talk MMA for about an hour. So if you're into combat sports, boxing, kickboxing, MMA, hit us up on Fight Culture.
Yeah, it's a big fight card coming up too. John Jones is fighting, right? And Nunez.
That's a few weeks away. We're definitely going to be discussing all that good stuff on the show.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear your takes on that. That's going to be a big weekend too over here at my house. So I'm definitely will be watching that fight. But yeah, again, Meds, thank you for pulling up. Of course, thank you for your support always with the podcast and things like that. It's J Main. The host. Y'all can find me on Twitter, jmain518. I've been trying to get back into streaming. I really have, but like fucking Kingdom Hearts 10 Memories is so trash. I don't even want to stream that shit. So maybe when I move on to Kingdom Hearts 2, I'll actually surprise y'all with a stream here and there. Or if I get Judgment, I'm thinking about picking up that Judgment game by the people that made the Yakuza series. I might stream that game. Game's looking pretty decent. So yeah, hit the like button before y'all get out of here. Share the stream out. Let people know where they can find the Press Start podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in, and we'll see y'all again next week. Peace out.